guys, it's Brookelynne and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I upload videos twice a week, so on Tuesdays and on Fridays. And if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for your time, love and support my channel. And I'm really hoping you're enjoying my content. So today's video is going to be a review on this Becca Sunsetter face palette. Now I've worn this a couple of times before and I've kind of tested the product out, so I have a fair opinion on how this looks in the skin, how it feels in the skin, how it applies. And I have done a demo on both the face and the eyes. Now bear in mind it's been 6 hours since I've had this makeup on my face. I'll come up closer. So it's very glowy, like the face products are quite glowy, and obviously it's on the eyes, it's a nice glowy look. I got this from TK Maxx. I have a load. The last time I was in TK Maxx this week, sorry. I had quite a load of these in both the Nars one and the Banger one, and they are TK Maxx £15. So I would say if you like glowy face products, glowy blushes, glowy bronzers, glowy highlights, you like them kind of colours, like the pinky peachy, corally, bronzy colours, get it. And it's hard to open, that's only one thing about it. It's a bit very bitchy to open, but what can you do? And I don't want to wreck my nails. I don't have a handy mirror, and the mirror is quite big, so it's handy for on the go makeup. And so here's what the colours look like. That's the bronzer, the 2 blushes at the top, and then also the wee champagne highlight. Now obviously they're all glowy to a certain extent. The bronzer particularly is like, no, the bronzer is the least glowiest, and then the highlight is the most glowiest. I am going to do a swatch. Just swatching them all. And that's what the swatch looks like. Now bear in mind I have my iPad on the brightness and maximum one because it is starting to get dark, so I'm going to just swatch them here. That's what they look like. Obviously it's a good swatch. You can build them, they're quite buildable, but they're nice colours. Obviously that's the bronzer, the blush, I think that's the highlight, and then that's the other blush. So I would say the bronzer's on the warm side, but it isn't too orangey. I like it's kind of neutrally but warm. Some bronzers I find kind of lean on the orange side, and I don't like really orangey bronzers. I like to have nice brown but not too warm. It's like a nice neutrally. It kind of almost looks a little bit cool and warm at the same time. It's hard to say. It does have a nice brown tone to it, which isn't muddy or anything. It just goes on really nice. I find these products go on. Sorry, my hair's like frizzy, it's in my head. I find these products do go on quite buildable. You can put a tiny bit on and it's light. I don't find it going too heavy at all. I had to build a bronzer up to get that opacity. Obviously, if you, my skin, I've got fake tan on my skin, but obviously if you're ill or fair, obviously I'm white as a ghost naturally, but if you're wearing this with your white skin or whatever kind of colour skin you have, if you're fairer than me with a fake tan on, it'll be good for you because I don't pack on too much product at once. So you may find you have to like go handed. I haven't tried it on paler skin yet, so I don't know, I can't tell you that for sure yet, but they are quite buildable on this skin tone, like the fake tan skin tone. The blushes I find do pull more kind of like that pinky peachy tone. They're quite nice blushes. I would say and the highlight's more like a champagne. It has like a pinky peachy undertone to it. I think that one's more pink, the big one, and the wee smaller one's more peach, and yeah, I can tell the highlight's a bit more peachy pinky to it, and obviously the bronzer's more like a brown. So it does have a good variety. Obviously this isn't going to work on someone who's darker skin, like black skin. Maybe the blush and the highlight might work as a blush topper, I don't know, but it's a bit, I think I should have brought a deeper shade within this range, so it's a bit like an unfair thing. But I'm not really going to go into it too much because Becca is going out of business in September and I don't want to kind of throw too much shade on them. But I do like this palette, but I think they should have brought a darker version of it, like Sunset Deep or something like that, Sunset Fur. But obviously they couldn't really do much with what they have. So I do my favourite I would say out of all these 4, I would definitely say like the highlighter is one of them, and The blushes are really nice, and so is the bronzer, but I definitely say the highlight really does make it, because the highlight's quite glowy and it's quite that summery highlight, if that makes sense. Obviously you can wear this in the winter too, but it's definitely a summer palette. Like when you look at this, when you open it up to look at the colours, you would say summer. Like these are definitely summer colour, summer tones. But the highlight is just a perfect kind of champagne with a touch of peach to it. It's really, really pretty, and does have a nice reflect to it. And I haven't tried the second blush on its own yet. I have tried that one on its own, mix the two, and they work really well. But I haven't put this on my cheeks on its own, but I have done it on the outer corners of my eyes. You can kind of see that, but it kind of gives it a nice peach twist in eye look. I did use on my eyes the bronzer for the crease just to really deepen it up a little bit. The champagne highlight on the brow bones and in the inner corners, and the peachy tone on like the outer third or whatever, outer half. I'm not sure the names. Did you say the names on the palette? I think at the back. I don't know. Yeah, it does. It actually says names. So Calypso Coral is the big blush. I can show you here. So Calypso Coral is the big blush. This is really hot. The Fava Bloom is like the pinky. I don't know, the peachy pinky one. It looks pink in that package, but it is more like a peachy tone. What shade's that? Can't really see. Eclipse or something like that. Eclipse. I'm not, again, I'm extra blind, so it's hard for me to see that, but I think it's Eclipse. I'll put it up here, and then that's a highlight, and then Gold Trotter is the bronzer. So it's good to have the names on it. I do wish it were a little bit bigger though, but it does say what the palette is quite clearly too. And I would say the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way the packaging is, like at sunset, like the pinky corally tones, and then it goes up the peach. It is absolutely beautiful. Like, to be honest, see that packaging was in that in TK Maxx. I was like, I said back on it. Sold. I know it shouldn't be sold by a packaging, but I did check it to see what colours I had before I bought it. Don't worry, not that bad. But that packaging especially, that looks beautiful. It's absolutely lovely. I love this packaging. I'm not sure the actual price in the Becca store, but if you can get it from TK Maxx, get it from TK Maxx. But I will put the price here. So I will cut to when it's applied, like this afternoon. I'll do that now. Hi guys, it's Brookelynne. I'm welcome to my channel today. Today was going to be a review on the Becca. Hang on, I've got my iPad position definitely because I'm charging it, because I'm not allowed to charge. But it's a Sunsetter palette, and I got it from TK Maxx. It was £15. I got it like last week when I started honeymoon. By the way, I just got married, that's why I haven't done a video in a while. Well, I have like done pre-filmed ones, but I haven't like made any new ones in the last month. But yeah, that's what a Sunsetter palette looks like. If I can show you like that, yeah. And it's really, really pretty. It's very summer-esque. It has a bronzer. I think it has two blushes on the highlight. If you don't know already, Becca is going out of business, so I think Lauder their stock is in TK Maxx, but I just thought I love this palette and I just thought I might as well get it. So I do have contour bronzer on at the minute, but normally I do two bronzers, like one for contour and one for like one with my face. So I'm not going to mess about too much and just get into applying it. I am using my Bare Minerals Flawless Face Brush just to do my bronzer, so I'm going to go into this bronzing shade. From last experiences of using this, it isn't that pigmented, it just gives you a subtle bronze effect, so you have to apply a good bit just to get it to blend in and soften the contour. And just, I am going to take a little bit down my neck, so you can see there it's really kind of giving me a nice sun-kissed glow. I might add a tiny bit more. Like, I love a glowy bronzer for like, especially for summer and also for one with my face and all. So there, that was quite quick to apply and it looks really nice. Has a nice glow but not too much. So I'm in a rush, that's why I'm hurrying this video up. So blush time, I am going to just take that big blush there. I will put names on the screen because I can't be arsed looking up them. And I'm in a rush. I'm using this wee unicorn blush brush. I'm sorry that I'm just positioning the things correctly because it's on the other side. I'm just going to add a good bit because this one isn't pigmented. It's more of a glowy topper. And it gives you, look at that glow, it gives you a nice sweet glow, and I think that'll be good on its own and also as a topper if you want just that extra bit of glow to your face. But I do like that one. It's a pinky tone there. I think it's like a peachy pinky. Well, the other one's more peachy but that one's more pinky. They're perfect for like either mixing together or using them on their own. I'm talking crap because I'm rushing. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this highlight with a wee unicorn dome brush just here. And it's like a champagne, it has like a bit of pinky peach to it, so it kind of complements all the tones that are in the palette. And you can use these on your eyes as well, not strictly face palettes. Oh, excuse me, I'm like having putting my face all covered with that mirror. I'm ignorant. That's really giving you a nice glow. Like, this is definitely a very glowy palette, so if you don't like that, don't get it, but it is lovely. I do like it. I am gonna use these on my eyes as well, so I'm gonna take the bronzer with a wee Poundland blending brush. Just, these brushes are amazing, they're a pound, but they're really, really good. Just gonna swirl that in and just work it into the... I've got my eyebrows tinted, I got them done yesterday, so I'm not going to bother putting any kind of tint or anything. No, I'll tint eyebrow pomade on them because I'm in a rush and there's no point because they're already dark enough. It feels so good to have some sort of colour and tint on my eyebrows because, yeah, my eyebrows are naturally quite, well, they're not like too light, but since I've plucked them over the years, I've plucked them half to death, they are quite faint, so every little helps. Obviously if I had a brow gel with me, I would have just put some brow gel for you, but I don't have one with me, so I'm not going to bother putting pomade because they're alright. And if you're wondering where I got my eyebrows, I got them done Jay's Brow Bar. They're brilliant in there. So, using the wee fluffy lid brush from, I think it's from like an eBay brush set I got years ago. I am going to use the wee champagne colour. This one here. Just on the lids as a quick look. I might dip in some of the blushy shades, I don't know. But I think I'll just do this one for now. Just to do a quick flick of colour. And that really does. Give you some. And of course some on the brow bones. And inner corners, of course. I always find if you do the inner corners and the brow bones, it makes such a difference. It makes your eyes look lifted and awake. Should I use a wee bit of that pinky tone? Yeah, I'll use that. Not that pinky tone, the pink. I am going to add a little bit of that peach tone, which I didn't use on the outer corner of my eyes, I think. Just the other side of the brush. Just a wee bit here. I'm sorry if you can't see what I'm doing at all. I'm in a rush, so I'm trying to get it all done. just like that. It gives me a nice kind of glowy look. So that's the face and the eyes. I think I might just do another bit of a blend with the bronzer, just to add something. There, so that's some definition back in the eyes. So that's what the whole look looks like. I'm gonna come back with my mascara and eyeliner on and then show you what it's like, and my hair is doing my head in. That'll be spiky a bit. I find the formula wise, definitely another thing is it is quite buttery. They're not like chalky, they're like quite smooth. As you swatch them, they're smooth as you apply them. They're not like them ones that like go all patchy. They actually apply so seamlessly too. That's the thing I forgot to add in when I was talking about how I applied them and stuff like that, but they do apply so nicely. And yeah, they're buildable and buttery, and that's what I like. I would say, is this product worth it? Is it for you? I would say it's for you if you like nice peachy pinky blush tones. You like a nice warm me up bronzer. This isn't going to be a contour bronzer. It could be for some people, but it's too glowy for that. I would say you're better for matte bronzer for contour. But if you like a nice warm me up bronzer, like a traditional warm me up bronzer, like something like a bit of a glow to it, I would say it's for you. And you have like the medium to tan skin tone, it's for you. If you like nice glowy blushes that are like pinky, what? You like blushes that are like a nice pinky, corally, peachy colours, definitely this is for you because you love them colours. You like a nice champagne with a hint of pinky peachy to it, highlight, it's for you. And if you've got, especially if you've got mature skin, because it is quite a nice flattering finish, it isn't going to be dry and matte, it's going to be like a nice luminous finish. You can definitely tell more mature people would love this, especially if you're over 40 or over 45 and you find traditional like matte powders and all and stuff like that really age you. This one won't, because it'll just kind of make your face look really flattering. It actually looks like you have a filter on your face. It's really, really nice. And it's for you if you want a product you could just bring it traveling with you. Obviously if you want contour, you'd better bring a matte bronzer along. But if you want something easy to travel with, you don't really wear that much makeup or you wear loads, but you want something that's going to have a good few things in one palette, it's for you. I would say for gift wise, you can get this for a gift for your best friend for their birthday. They like them kind of tones. If you like nice glowy bronzer blush highlight, be good for your best friend or for a family member or whatever. You can get that for the birthday or the Christmas if you like to kind of stock presents early. It could be a wee Christmas present if you like to just buy presents from summertime. Go for it. But and I think the cons of this product is it's not going to be around forever because Becca is going out of business, and it is a limited edition palette. I forgot to mention at the start. Dumb. But it is an unlimited edition palette, so it's going to be there just for a limited time until it gets sold out. And of course Becca is going out of business in September, at the end of September this year, so you're not going to get a hold of it forever. So if you really do love it, until it runs out, that's it. Another con, if you like matte face products, like you like your face to be very matte, you're not going to like it because it makes your face quite glowy and quite like sun-kissed glowy looking. If you like matte bronzers, matte blushes and not so baby highlights, you're not going to like it. But if you like all them things, you're going to like it. And if you are looking for a very, very affordable, like under £10 face palette, it's not going to be in your budget. So especially if you can't get it in taking Max, so I'm assuming it'll be dearer on Becca's website. I think it'll be around the 30 mark. I'm not entirely sure. I will obviously say it before, link it here. But yeah, I would say you want to get in TK Maxx so it'll be cheaper. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope I didn't ramble too much, and I'll see you again for the next one. Stay gorgeous. Bye. God bless.